Hi guys, my name is Mika and this is going to be a tutorial on how to make this 90s boat neckline style tank top. It's a super quick and easy tutorial, definitely beginner friendly, and I seriously love this top. I have it in every color. I wear it to the pub, I wear it to the gym, I wear it to bed. I just love it. It's so comfy. So let's get into it. So first things first, you're gonna need a pattern. I have linked the pattern that I use in the description. If you do use this one, please measure out the little box to make sure that it printed correctly. So you can tape that together and cut out your size. Sorry I didn't add a video of me doing that because I looked like the Hunchback of Notre Dame in that video and I didn't want to add it. So cut out 4 pieces and just make sure that the stretch is going lengthwise if it's a two-way stretch. All 4 pieces can be exactly the same. 2 are for the liner and 2 are for the outside. It doesn't really matter how you cut them. So you can pause the video and go do that now. So take one of your pieces and lay it flat, and then grab another one and put it on top, right sides facing together. And we're gonna sew along the shoulder seams. So right along here and here. Make sure when you're sewing this shirt that you use a stretch stitch and that you backtrack at the beginning and end of sewing because it is gonna be a tight shirt. And you are going to do this for both sets of pieces. So you're gonna do 4 shoulder seams total. So you can pause the video and go do that now. So now you have your 2 pieces. You're again gonna lay one of them flat and lay the other one on top of it, right sides facing together. Make sure you align the shoulder seams, and then you're gonna pin around this hole in the middle. And we're gonna sew all the way around this hole. You don't need to leave any space to turn it inside out. Just go around this hole. I am saying hole a lot. So you can pause the video and go ahead and do this now. All right, we're back. So you are gonna think you did this wrong, but you didn't. I swear, you just put each side through the hole and then you get this like nice seamless neck line hole. So now we're going to do what you call the burrito roll method. You're going to start rolling the bottom of the shirt up towards the top of the shirt, which is open. And watch this part very carefully because it can be confusing. You lift the top layer and you hold the inside with the top layer and pull the bottom around and over. And then you're going to pin it to the top layer. You don't want to get that inside fabric caught in the middle and sew on it. You just want to sew on these 2 pieces. So make sure to tuck in the inside. You're going to do that for one of the like armpit seams. You're going to go down, do it in the middle. Make sure to align the seam in the middle as well. And just pin all the way down. We're going to take the other point, do the same thing, hold the middle, wrap it around, pin here. And then you're going to keep pinning down towards the middle. And you are going to sew only where the clips are. You're not going to go past those 2 points towards the ends. You're only going to go where you see the pins from here to here. So you can go ahead and sew that now. Bad news for beers, I'm sewing. So anyways, go ahead and sew along that line. You can pause the video and go do that now. What you're gonna end up with is this, and then you're gonna turn it inside out. So pull that inside out. And then what you're gonna get is one side is open and the other side has this nice seam on it. So we are actually gonna do the burrito roll method again. Put the open side facing upward, and we're gonna roll the good side towards the open side. And we're gonna do the exact same thing again. So find that point, grab, wrap around, and pin. We're gonna do that all the way down. Make sure when you do the middle part, you align the seams. Make sure to tuck in the inside. So you can pause the video now and go sew along here. Here we go. Okay, so now you're gonna pull it through again like we did the last time. Lay it flat, and you're gonna have both armpit sort of shoulder seams. Now you're gonna take one top side of the shirt and the bottom side and pin them together. And you're gonna keep pinning down this side until you reach the middle seam, and align middle seams on both sides. And pin, and now you are going to continue to pin up the other side. Then you're gonna sew all the way from one end to the other. You can pause the video and go do that. La 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 la, sewing, sewing, sewing. Oh, don't sew on your finger. That is my biggest fear. All right, so this is what you end up with. And now we have to do that for the other side as well. It can be a little bit confusing and kind of hard to show in the video. So once you pin this side, I recommend like flipping it inside out and like just making sure that it looks how you want it to look. But we're essentially gonna do the same thing. So you can align the middle seams and pin them together, and then pin all the way up one side and the other side. Make sure right sides are facing together. But yeah, once you're done pinning this, you could just kind of turn it inside out for a second just to make sure you did it the correct way that you want your shirt to look. But then once it's right, you're gonna do the same thing. So along this line from the top to the bottom. So go ahead and pause the video and do that now. All right, so turn it inside out, and we are almost done. I would recommend trying the shirt on now, just to see how long you want it. So this is what mine looks like. I honestly kind of like the length like this. I think it's pretty cute. So now I am just going to pin the two layers together, and I do have a serger, so I'm going to serge them together. But if you don't have a serger, you can just sew them together. Or you can skip this step entirely. I wouldn't, but it's your life. So pin them together, and then you're gonna sew them together or serge them together. I'm just serging them together because I think it looks nicer. And then you are going to hem the shirt. So fold it over. You can measure how large you want the hem. If the shirt is too long for you, you can also just like cut the bottom off and sew it together and then hem it. Like just hem however long you want the shirt to be, I guess, is what I'm trying to say in 1,000 words. And after this, your shirt is going to be done. Make sure on this seam as well to use a stretch stitch because you don't want the seam to rip. So go ahead now and sew along here. And then you are done. So this is the final shirt. I hope you guys like it. If anything was confusing or didn't work, leave a comment please, because this, I'm guessing, is going to sound like the ramblings of an insane person. Bye!